Hello, beautiful soul. I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a message from the Shaman. I was called to this spot. It's kind of sacred to me. And I decided that I would share it with you and also share the message that the Shaman has to give us. It's kind of snowing, so hopefully it doesn't get too wet and then I have to abort mission, but I think that we've got this. Let's start with an overall energy. We're gonna go with the archetypes. I'm just gonna reach into my backpack and see what my hand grabs to bring you these messages. All right, archetypes. What do we have for an overall message for the viewer of this video? This is a timeless message intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. It's a general reading, so only take the parts that resonate for you and leave the rest for someone else. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, please give me the message that we need to hear most today on our journey. Please and thank you. I say we because I came here to also get a message for myself, so I thought I'd just share with you. All right. What do we have for an overall energy for this reading from the Shaman? Thank you. The 1. Nice. Number 30 breaks down to a 3. I feel like this is really like coming to terms, or the understanding that everything is one, that all energy is connected into one thing. Shining your inner light, something I also heard. All right, let's see. I'm gonna close that box up. Let's see what. All right, Tarot of the Dreams wants to be heard. Ooh, the Lovers and the Emperor on the split. This box you have to put in, you have to break up the cards to put them in. So, nice. I'm hearing inner union. Let's see what message wants to come out. All right. Message for the viewer. Thank you. Ooh, the 9 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing focusing on the wrong things. The 9 of Cups upright talks about wish fulfillment, you know, kind of, but what I'm hearing is that you're not quite seeing how things are coming together. So there's a little bit of an element of self-sabotage here. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So let's see what else comes out, guys. Thank you. The World and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, there's this overthinking. So the energy for that 8 of Cups, she's in a bubble with all of those swords pointing at the bubble. It's almost like a crystal bubble. It's like being trapped in a crystal ball. There we go. Being trapped in a crystal ball, and like your thoughts are creating this crystal ball, right? Because we are all just one energy, the one. So it's like you want things to be a certain way, like you have your vision of what you want to see inside of that crystal ball, but in doing that, you're actually limiting yourself. I feel like I love this, so hopefully you can see in that Fool's hand, this is the Fool on the world, because the end of a cycle, which is what the world represents, is also the beginning of a new cycle. And so he's got this like bubble in his hand, right? It's like the same one, but there's not a person inside of this bubble. It's a clear, open, like ready to receive. It's ready to receive the image, the crystal, like in the crystal ball, what is coming to you, your destiny. Yeah. So don't trap yourself inside of that. Again, it's self-sabotage. If you want something to be a certain way, you're limiting the way that it could be, which is ultimately for your highest good, to just let the universe play, you know, orchestrate, play its symphony, orchestrate things for you, all in divine timing, and it's not necessarily going to be how you want it to be done, but it's ultimately for your highest good. So don't trap yourself in that bubble, guys. All right, let's see. Whoa. The 10 of Cups, nice. Yes, the universe wants to create this beautiful symphony for you. Know that it will come. Okay. And the 6 of Wands, victory, success, right? Knowing it'll come. This guy's, you know, got his wand, and I'm just like seeing it as a torch. Like I almost see somebody going into like a dark cave, and it's like they've finally like gone through this cave and come out on this platform, on this balcony where they're being celebrated and where they're seeing things clearly. I feel like that is your 10 of Cups, whatever that is for you. Seeing things clearly, recognizing that through the darkness, even though you couldn't see how things were playing out, recognizing that in the end, it's for your best and highest good. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The 3 of Coins. Yeah, like I said, putting the work in on something. The 1, I broke it down to a 3, and that talks about really having like the first tangible results of something you've put work into. 1s or aces are like the beginning of something. 2s are like needing to make a choice on what way to go. And 3s are like you've made that choice, you've had this new beginning, and now you're finally seeing some kind of tangible result from the work that you're putting into it. And he's building these pentacles for himself. I think he's, you know, stepped into this space and is now seeing how things are falling together, how they're coming together. I heard self-mastery. Let's see. I hope you can see all this. It's really bright and hard to see my phone. Let's grab another deck. I grabbed a really big backpack. And they're all sideways in there. Okay. All right. We're going to clarify. We're going to start by clarifying the 3 of Pentacles. All right, one more shuffle. All right, 3 of Pentacles. Please clarify the 3 of Pentacles for me. What do we need to know? Thank you. The Chariot. I'm hearing balance and willpower. There is not yet movement in this card. The Charioteer is at a standstill. She's trying to gather like the inner, the inner power. She's trying to gather that so she can control these 2 beasts once they start moving, controlling the light and the dark, bringing it into balance. You know, she doesn't have reins. She is using her mind power to get these 2 to move, yet they're not moving quite yet. Let's see. Let's get one more card. Thank you. The 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel this kind of stuck energy. Because again, I feel like you're not really, you don't yet have the clarity on how something is coming together, so you don't want to take action on something. I feel like you're putting in a lot of self-work, or that's what you're being called to do, is put in some, like looking in to work on yourself. This guy is ultimately by himself, right? He's working on his own pentacles. Yeah, I love the strength card was underneath that. Yeah, putting the work in on yourself, not yet moving forward in something, because again, I feel like you don't have clarity. So I really am being guided to tell you to look at what it is that you want, but also don't limit yourself. Don't stay stuck, don't stay stagnant. Do take the time to be authentic and true to yourself. Okay. Let's talk about that 9 of Cups in reverse, please. Nine of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, so there's that stagnant energy again. The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I feel like you're gathering... I heard gathering confidence, which is interesting because I've got the little like flash of the Strength card. Gathering your confidence. But on the same side, you know, you're gathering confidence, you're gathering information, you're trying to figure out your next moves, but this guy is telling you to be open to receiving those things that want to come in for you. Don't close your heart off. Don't be stuck to things being just one way or thinking that things need to be one way, because I do think that is going to end up blocking your wish fulfillment. Everything is going to come together in its perfect way when the time is right for you. All right, but be open to receiving it. Let's talk about, I'm going to go to that Eight of Swords first. Let's talk about the Eight of Swords. What do we need to hear from the Eight of Swords? Thank you. All right, we've got the Page of Cups and the Empress in the reverse, guys. So I recently was watching some video and I'd never heard of the Page of Cups being referred to this way, but like the Page of Cups is like a surprise, like, oop, there's a fish coming out of the cup, surprise. Like, and I feel like, you know, if you're trapped in this bubble, you're not going to be surprised by the little things that can ultimately build, that ultimately will build you into this Empress. You kind of, there's a sense of blocking that. Again, you know, I feel a lot of closed energy, a lot of like kind of stagnant, not moving energy. So just be open, be receptive. Like, again, this feminine energy of the Empress, she is very receptive. She receives people as they are. She's abundant. She's nurturing. I feel like you are in some ways blocking that by keeping yourself in this bubble, deciding that you need things to be in a certain way. All right. Let's talk about this World card, because this is the end of that cycle, guys. I like seeing these cards together. Holy smokes. All right. I'm putting the cards that didn't flip over back because there was a lot of them. But we did get this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get one more card. Thank you. And the Hierophant in reverse. This to me right now is saying that maybe you've been taught or kind of conditioned, programmed to believe that things need to happen a certain way in order for your success, in order for your stability to happen. I'm being guided to tell you that it's okay to be the black sheep, to look at things a little bit differently, to be the rebel. You don't have to follow tradition in order to have success, to have stability. You can move on your own path in your own way. You know, you have everything that you need to have coming to you. You just need to be open and receptive to it. And it might not be like, what's the word? It starts with a C. I'm hearing conditional, but that's not the word that I want to use. All right, well, maybe that's what needs to come through. Don't make things like conditional on your past. There's my tarp blowing over. Conditional on, like, don't make things conditional based on the way that you've been thought things need to happen. Things will happen exactly how they're supposed to happen. They might not be traditional. All right? I love how this Fool, he's on top of like what appears to be a planet, right? The world. He is a master of his world. He's balancing there perfectly, holding his empty crystal ball ready to receive. There is something to that, being ready to receive. All right, let's see. As I was looking over at these cards that got kind of messed up, I'm seeing the portal in the one. Like, there's a portal. Be ready to receive whatever is coming through this portal to you. I think it's going to be this 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment. Let's talk about that 10 of Cups. Thank you. The 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's always a nice one to come out with it. Yeah, the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you are needing to trust. You're being guided to surrender, to trust the opportunities that are coming through to you, even if you can't see what's coming. She is blindfolded with these 2 swords. She is sitting there. All she has is her other senses, her intuition, her hearing, her smell, her being able to feel things, all of the senses. She just can't see. You're being guided to trust the things that are coming into you and not reject them because they don't look like what you want. Because ultimately, look at this, guys. We have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. 2 10s. These are super awesome cards to have come out together. Just trust what's coming in. Again, it's kind of the same message of it's not going to be what you think it's going to be, like what it should look like. Just let go of what it should look like and be open and receptive to receiving what wants to come into you. Let's talk about this 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, thank you. I thought another one. All right. So we have the 6 of Swords. I heard moving away from idealization when I pulled out this card, and being true and honest with yourself. This Queen of Swords, she is she's very clear on what she wants. She is like the no BS. She's just going to cut out the things that aren't serving her highest good. I feel there is some sense of that, but in some instances I feel that maybe it's some aspect or self-dialogue that you need to cut out and not necessarily things external to you. It's time to move past some of those, like the inner waters that are holding you back, the inner feelings that are holding you back. Maybe you've dammed up your feelings and that's why you're not having like the flow of receptivity is not happening, because there's like, I'm just seeing a big dam, like the Hoover Dam or something like that, with like water just trickling out of it. You know, the Queen of Swords, she has feelings, but they're not the focus of her existence, of her reign. She is very thought-oriented, based in truth. But I feel like you need to open up your floodgates. You need to let the waters flow. All right, so yeah, recognize that I was the dam, right? So there's like all these little tunnels and stuff through the dam, and I feel like, you know, you're not going to know until you get to the end of that tunnel that that's where you're at. And there is something to that, just kind of going with the flow, seeing where things take you and being amazed when you get to the end destination. What's on the bottom of the 9 of Cups in the upright, guys. I love this. I feel like once you let things come in, you become receptive. You let go of the ideas of what you think you should have or what you think you should be receiving. Your wish fulfillment is coming. That's nice. I like that we finished off that reading with the 9 of Cups upright, right? That's super amazing. Let's grab some advice. All right. The Light Seers is going to offer us some advice. Okay, advice for the viewer. Advice, please. I keep seeing the 10 of Wands. Let down your burdens, guys. Put them down. Okay. Advice regarding this spread, please and thank you. Nice. Let's get one more. One more card, please. Thank you. All right. So we're going to talk about these first. The Empress in the upright. This is amazing. It came out with the 5 of Swords. See, this is, again, going back to this reversed Empress, which was clarifying the Eight of Swords, kind of being trapped in this non-receptive space because something doesn't fit your image. This is knowing your inner strength. This is accepting it and not being caught in this Five of Swords energy of like self-doubt, self-deception. It's kind of the same energy, but this is kind of self-influenced lack of confidence is what I just heard. And then this was all crossed by this Knight of Swords on its side, came out and laid right on top of those guys. This is like, sometimes it's not about you doing things, about you taking action. Again, I'm going to go back to the concept of receptivity, which is really what this whole reading was all about. Being receptive to things coming into you, even if they are not exactly what you think they should be. All right, well, that is the message from the shaman. I hope that this content resonated with you, and please like, share, subscribe, comment. I love your comments, guys. Subscribe if you want to get more of my daily, I do tarot messages. This one's a general reading. I also do zodiac-based messages, and I do daily oracle messages. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, guys, sending so much love and light. Bye.